In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, the most merciful, dear friends and fellows in Pakistan and abroad. As far our today's discussion is concerned, it is only meant for those who are ambitious people. Some of the people do have a kind of contentment. This is not for those. This is not for those who people are happy with their meager achievements. This talk is definitely not for those people at all. It is only for those people who are ambitious enough and only for those people who are quite ambitious. And how to do that? I mean, what is the connectivity between this principle and that with the ambitiousness of the human being? MLM, definitely most of the people know, they might have heard about the MLM. MLM stands for MLM stands for the multi-level marketing. What is the multi-level marketing? It is like, engaging the maximum number of people in your project and then assigning them a task, that anybody and everybody who will accomplish it will get this specific amount of money or the other reward, whatever the shape of these rewards. These people will get every involving devising a system where the maximum people can work in a paramount in such a manner that in such a manner that every time you produce something, you accomplish a task, you will get something. Not only you will get something, rather the people who brought you in this circle, rather the people who brought you into this network, they people too will be getting somewhat out of it, a little fraction of it actually. So but that little fraction accumulated, from so many of the people, it becomes very large. Now I'm going to say something else, and this something else is actually delegate or stagnate. This is delegate or stagnate. This was said by the Tom Hopkins, who is a sales trainer in the United States of America. Sales trainer in the one of the top few, or maybe the number one sales trainers in the United States of America. He says delegate or stagnate. Delegation obviously mean that the things, there are certain explanations out of it which I have driven from this basic principle, and let's talk about those. First of all, we need to understand the time we are having is precious, and the time is more important than anything else. The time, the physical energy we are having is extremely important. Even the finances and the rest of the resources are very important as well. We cannot deny the importance of those things at all. And since all of these things are in a very limited amount, so for that reason we can't do everything else with our own hands. The time matters primarily, the energy, physical energy matters primarily. Okay, delegate or stagnate, we have to, it is like the three tiered principle. First of all, we have to stop doing the things which are harmful to us. We do have to stop doing the things which are harmful for us. Many of the people will be found saying in response to this that, we since I'm not my own worst enemy, since I'm not my own enemy, so how come I shall be found doing the things which are harmful for me? As a matter of fact, almost each one of us, some of the people at a lesser scale, while another some of the people at not so lesser scale, they people are found hurting their own interests. They have adopted, they have learned certain very bad habits, and now these bad habits are actually spoiling their life. Number one. Number two, there are certain other things which are not harmful, but which are not useful as well, which are not so beneficial as well, but we are found doing it either for the sake of pastime whatever the reason, but we, the human being, are found doing that, and doing that even excessively in some of the cases. So we need to get out of it. We need to drop all of those things at all. Okay, neither the harmful thing nor the useless thing. But let me tell you one thing, that if at all we are maintaining a kind of balance, trying to strike a balance between our work and between our work and between our refreshment, our relaxation, our entertainment, our amusement, whatever you call it, you know, it is, these things are not useless at all, because provided these are done in balance, in a reasonable proportion with the work. Okay, so I'm of the view that we need to maintain, we need to relax. Not only that we need to work, not only we don't need to become a workaholic. We shouldn't become a workaholic at all. Japanese society have more workaholics than anywhere else in the world, you know, because of the history, whatever the reason. We don't need to go into the details of that. We do need to provide a certain amount of refreshment and recreation to we ourselves, so that we could we could stay motivated, so that we could maintain our forward thrust, so that we could maintain our forward thrust. And then there are certain other things which are not only harmful, not only the which are neither, which are neither harmful nor useless. Rather, these are beneficial, but these are the things of very little importance. So if these are the things of very little importance, so that we can delegate it, we can delegate it. They might not be doing it as good as we can do it by ourselves with our own hand, but obviously, the time we are having is not much more. So for that reason, we need to delegate. We need to hire the people who could accomplish it, on the part of us, with, I mean, on payment. They, again, I repeat, that they might not be doing it as good as we ourselves can, but since the time is very limited, the physical energy is very limited, and the task is not that much, the task is slightly wide. So for that reason, we need to delegate it. Another some of the thing which either we are unable to delegate, but these are things are very little and very lesser important, so we can sacrifice it all together. We can sacrifice it all together, dear friends and fellows in Pakistan and abroad. So these are the things actually which are for those people who are slightly more ambitious than the rest of the people. We need to take care of these things. We need to take care of these things, and we need to stay alert how to become a great person. Thank you. Jazakallah.